Greetings everyone, and thank you for joining us on this week's edition of GTV. I'm Luke Wood and this is the news from Gyeonggi Province this week. Lee Ik was a forerunner in the academic circles of the 18th century Choson dynasty of Korea, who recognised the necessity for the opening of the nation to Western culture. A special exhibition is being held to re-illuminate his philosophy and achievements. Lee Ik was an author of an academic book that contains a collection of freestyle notes which he wrote over 43 years. It was considered the first encyclopedia written by a Korean. This exhibition was organised to commemorate the 250th anniversary of his death.
성호 선생의 생각을 입체적이고 아주 사실적으로 전달할 수 있도록 관람객들이 큰 어떤 무리 없이 성호 선생의 과학적인 관심과 그 연구에 어떤 내용을 이해하고.
The overall theme of the exhibition is the communication of Lee Ik's global ideology, which is strongly emphasised in the present society, but was almost taboo in his day. Lee is the first modern scientist in Korea who recognised the severity of the Earth and drew a world map himself based on his belief. Among many scientific works of his, the graphic illustration of the science of divination, which is drew with his followers, was disclosed to public for the first time at this exhibition.
과학뿐만 아니라 여러 분야들까지도 상세하게 설명할 수 있고 일원화시킬 수 있었다는 것에 정말 신기했고 성호 이익이 정말 훌륭하고 위대한 실학자라는 것을 다시 한번 느끼게 되었습니다.
This exhibition will be open at Shilhak Museum in Namyangju until August 18th. The Gyeonggi Provincial Administration organised a traditional market user group in its effort to revive the livelihood of traditional markets. Traditional markets such as this one in Anyang City are struggling to survive the competition posed by large supermarkets, and their future is growing darker every year.
요즘은 경기도 어렵고 예전에 2만 원 살 거를 지금은 만 원이치밖에.
At this inauguration ceremony for the market user group, which consists of academics and private enterprises, a declaration was adopted to extend cooperation for supporting the traditional markets in product development and distribution as well as sales and marketing.
시장의 영업 경영 능력을 높여서 전통 시장을 젊은이들과 또 어린이들도 찾아오는 새로운 생명과 활력을 불어넣는.
The Gyeonggi provincial government has been implementing various other programs to promote traditional markets for years. There are many small enterprises where design is crucial for marketing their products. However, most of these companies do not have enough resources for costly and time-consuming design processes. To address such problems, the Gyeonggi Provincial Administration launched a Gyeonggi Design Sharing Project jointly with universities. This is a doll and educational tool manufacturing company owned and operated jointly by individuals in low-income brackets. Although their products represent excellent craftsmanship, they are having difficulties competing in the market because they have no trademark or even their own packaging. The Gyeonggi Provincial Administration and several universities in the province agreed on a donation of design services using volunteer students with design majors and selected 32 companies as initial beneficiaries of the service.
프로그램 지원도 있고 활동비 지원도 있고 또 여기에 참여하시는 교수님들이나 이런 분들에 대한 그 행정 지원 이런 것 여러 가지로.
This free design service program includes designing logos and packages.
영시한 자활 기업에는 좋은 디자인을 통해서 매출 증가를 할 수 있고 또 학생들은 자신들의 디자인 실력을 유감없이 실제 상품에 적용할 수 있어서.
This program also provides design students with valuable opportunities to experience design work in actual commercial settings. With their own packages and logos, the excellent products of these companies will now be better recognised by consumers. The Korea Match Cup of the World Racing Tour and the Gyeonggi Marine Festival ended on June 9th after 9 days of drama and spectacles. The Winners' Cup of the sailing competition went to the French team, which is unexpected, while the festival was visited by more than 160,000 spectators. This year's Korean Match Cup finals were full of surprises. The final race was a breathtakingly close one between the French team led by Mateo Richard and the Virgin Islands team led by Taylor Cranfield. In the end, the French team won by a whisker. The top favourite, Ian Williams of New Zealand, ranked 4th, and last year's winner, Bjorn Hansen of Sweden, ranked surprisingly 9th.
Very tough to have a good result here, and I couldn't expect such a good result. So the victory is the best thing that I could expect, and yeah, I'm delighted. I'm very, very happy to win here.
The top favourite, Ian Williams of New Zealand, ranked 4th, and last year's winner, Bjorn Hansen of Sweden, ranked surprisingly 9th. While the sailing finals were in progress on the offshore Hwasong, Jeongeuk Port was bustling with visitors to a variety of boat shows and 21 marine leisure programs. With more than 160,000 visitors for a 5-day festivity, the Gyeonggi Marine Festival became the representative marine festivals of the Korean West Coast.
요트 대회와 해양 체험 페스티벌이 함께 겸해서 이 전국 항에서 열림으로써 가족 단위의 체험 행사 중심으로 더 뿌리를 내리게 돼서 기쁩니다.
The Gyeonggi Provincial Administration will continue to promote marine leisure sports through the introduction of a variety of programs on an ongoing basis. The Gyeonggi Biocentre is providing assistance to private research institutes in the province by making its analysis equipment available to them. This pharmaceutical company specialises in the development of biodrugs. Each of the drugs requires approximately 10 years of research using various analytical equipment, which is too costly for a small company like this one.
고가 장비하면 몇 억 이상, 3억, 5억 되는 그런 장비들을 굉장히 많이 활용을 해야 되는데 그것을 각 기업별로 각각 가지고서 하기에는 굉장히 좀 어려운.
The situation is similar in other companies. This company, however, was able to develop functional food products thanks to the equipment support provided by the Gyeonggi Biocentre.
경기 바이오센터에 보유하고 있는 그런 장비와 기술을 지원받아서 저희들이 하반기에 건강기능식품을 출시할 수 있는
The Gyeonggi Biocentre has been allowing private research institutes to use its equipment for research and analysis. The number of private usage cases increased from 3,000 last year to 4,000 this year, while the number of benefited institutes from 79 to 91.
고도화된 이런 장비들을 시설을 갖춤으로 인해서 우리 경기도 내에 있는 바이오 기업들이 더욱더 경쟁력 있고 성공률이 높은 그런 연구 진행이 될 수 있도록.
The Biocentre will continue to maximise the utilisation of its equipment through private biotechnology enterprises. The Gyeonggi Philharmonic Orchestra visited a juvenile reformatory and gave a performance with a message of hope.
여러분들 마음속에 좀 그나마 힐링이 되고 좀 즐겁게 재미있는 곡들로 클래식을 좀 즐길 수 있을까?
The audience is mostly juveniles who are being held in preventative custody by the court. Most of them are also from a poor family background and have had little experience in watching cultural performances.
한 번의 음악회로서 학생들이 달라지지는 않지만 이런 경기 필과 같은 단체에서 또 음악회를 해준다면은 문화적 감수성을 발전시켜주면서 점차적으로 마음의 문을 열고 편안함을 느끼게 됩니다.
Students applaud every time a piece of music ends. This performance is a very special occasion for both young students and performing artists.
여기에 있는 학생들이나 군인들이 평소에 음악을 좋아하더라도 나올 수가 없기 때문에 그 사람들에서 저희가 찾아가서 음악을 나눌 수 있는 기회를 갖고 있습니다.
The orchestra has been visiting schools of disabled, military bases, prisons and isolated regions to provide those who are culturally isolated with an opportunity to appreciate music and have emotional comfort. It is hoped that the visiting performance will also have a positive effect on the minds of these youngsters. The Korea International Boat Show, which was held simultaneously with the Gyeonggi Marine Festival, but held in Kintex in Goyang City, ended after having attracted more than 30,000 visitors and achieving over $30 million worth of transactions. After 5 years of association with the Marine Festival of Jeongeuk Port, this is the first time that the Korea International Boat Show was held separately.
I think it's been absolutely fantastic, and the Korean industry, to get behind it, to do what they've done, have come up with a world-class venue and presentation.
The show was a great success packaged, with business persons on weekends and public crowds on weekends. More than 30,000 people visited it on the weekends alone, and it estimated that $30 million worth of business dealings concluded. Separation of the boat show from the Marine Festival was somewhat experimental, but it proved to be a success in terms of both business and public awareness.
저희가 전시를 5척을 했는데 지금 계약 전 단계까지 한 3건이 돼 있습니다. 만족스러운 성과가 있었고요. 내년에도 다시 한번 꼭.
In addition to the main exhibition, there was also a variety of programs for the enjoyment of visitors.
신기한 보트들이 너무 많고 우리 영화 속에서만 봤던 보트들이 직접 눈앞에 있으니까 아이들도 너무 좋아하고요. 그래서 직접 체험할 수 있고 사진 찍을 수 있는 공간도 있고 해서 참 좋은 것 같습니다.
The Korea International Boat Show has become one of the 3 major international boat shows in Asia. Thank you for joining us on this week's edition of GTV. We look forward to seeing you next week.